welcome Henry Winkler. You said you were gonna come and you did. Thank you so much.
They're all so colorful.
I know. Color makes us feel bright and it just puts you in a mood.
What a good-looking audience.
I know. And we're so excited to have you here. I want to say happy birthday. You turned 78 years old
You
Monday.
had to say that.
Because you look good. Let me tell you something. 78 years old, you look amazing and you still got that
Not
joy.
like Lenny.
Not
No, I have to say I tried that pose in the dressing room, and I never put on my pants so fast in my life. I looked over at a mirror and I went, "Wow, that's not that's terrible."
You know who your wife loves it. That's all you got to wear. And see, I had to come off of you, Henry, and get to Lenny, because Lenny is like, he's single.
Yeah.
So, you know, I go where the single.
No, but you didn't know what he was smoking. I was just going to say, you could say, "Lenny, I'm your rolling paper."
Oh! Henry Winkler. You are bad. You are bad.
I was only helping.
All right, well, Lenny, I'll be your rolling paper. I love so much about you, and I know just every time I meet you, I just get such a joy because, you know, one of the things I love is you're a family man, Henry. You talk about this in your book. You got 6 grandchildren.
Yes. I love all of them.
Yeah, you love all your grand.
I do.
There's not one that gives you a problem.
Not one. Well, they give me a problem, but I just love them. We have 3 children.
Yes.
Most of them.
Okay, so you got the 6 grandchildren. You love them all.
Yeah.
You tell me what you're like as a grandpa.
What am I like? I am, Papa, I'm feeling like Chicken McNuggets.
Yes.
Of course. Can I have a McFlurry? Of course. Can we find one that has a play center? Of course. It's in Oklahoma. I'm drawing the line.
Oh, gosh. They think they got you, but you still up. You like 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, well, with my own children, I was known as Mr. Stricty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that when I left to work or if I went to give a speech, he's gone. Let's party.
Yeah.
And they were 6.
Oh, gosh. And they're ready to party.
They were.
And so now
Those cabinets opened.
Yeah.
Oh, those inflatables came out.
So you just, I love how you are with your family, your kids, your grandkids, and I want to congratulate you on this memoir that you have out right now. And yes, it is. Being here, Henry, the Fonz and Beyond. You have so many stories. As we're going through this book, it's like so many stories on your path.
Yes.
Were you afraid that all your stories would not fit in one book?
You know what? There are stories I forgot to put in.
Really?
I called the publisher and I said, "Oh, can I put it in?" They said, "You know what? The paperback is coming out. We'll put it in there."
Yeah, and you can put it in the Audible as well.
The Audible literally was the hardest thing I ever did in my career.
What?
Because I'm so dyslexic. I can't read very well.
Okay.
So, you know, most people take like 2 days to read a novel.
Yeah.
You know, they allotted me 100 hours.
To do it.
Yeah.
But that's to get it right, and so we get the full extent of your stories.
Did I have to go back and start again,
But this is going to be beautiful. See, I don't read. I don't do a lot of reading. I like the Audible.
Oh,
so
no
I feel like
kidding.
you're going to give me something that I'm not getting also, you know, some
Well,
extra
you know
stuff.
what? I found myself rewriting it as I did the Audible. I thought, well, you know what? This could be better. And the director said, "Excuse me, you must go with the text." Because some people listen and follow the book.
That's right.
As they go along.
Well, this one I want to read because you have such a life Henry Winkler. And I just remember it was like, that was a must-see, was Happy Days. When I would watch you on Happy Days. It was like, hey, you walked in the room and it was like applause break every time you walked in the room. And you write in your memoir about being in the Fonz.
Yes.
What was the audition like?
Okay, so the audition, first of all, I'm always nervous. So I walk into this room and there are hundreds of young men, all of whom I have seen on television.
Okay.
And me.
Wow.
Hi. Wow, you look famous even sitting down. You look so famous. Okay, so now I am sweating. I have hair down to my shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay, and they call my name. I walk in, there is a woman in the far wall in a very big desk, Millie Gussie, the head of Paramount Casting. There are 11 people sitting on the couch. Eddie Milkis and Gary Marshall, rest his soul, who became my mentor.
Yeah.
You know, and Tom Miller was right there. And then all of a sudden there's this man, and his name is Pasquale.
Okay.
And he is going to read with me.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what, I just want to say honesty is the best policy. This sweat stain is in direct correlation to the fear that is running through my body.
You said that. Okay.
And the next thing I said was, and I'm telling you, I went with my instinct. I don't know where it came from. Pasquale said, are you ready?
Okay.
Kind.
Yes.
Being thoughtful. I turned to him and I said, hey, don't you talk to me that way. Let me tell you something. You don't look at me right in the eye, all right? All right, and then I had 6 lines.
Yes.
And I made the decision to make him sit down with those 6 lines.
Yeah.
I then threw the script up in the air. I sauntered out of the room. And 2 weeks later, on my birthday, I get a call from Tom Miller. Would you like to play this part?
Oh, my gosh. Because that could have went so south. You throwing the script in there and walking out, swaggering out the room.
I'm telling you. Then I had to go back and I auditioned again. They put me in a T-shirt, in a cloth jacket with a collar that would not stay up. And I had a unibrow at that time.
Yeah.
They removed the unibrow. Hair by hair. And let me tell you, it hurt. And then they put my hair in a ducktail.
Wow.
And I walked back in, and now I'm auditioning for the head of ABC.
Yeah.
Barry Diller and Michael Eisner. 2 men who would then come to Paramount eventually and take over Paramount.
Yeah.
And I had to audition again.
Did you throw the script in the air?
I did not throw the script in the air.
You know, it was so memorable, the Fonz. Every time you were in that room, you just own that space. And the Fonz is so different from you in real life. I think the closest you came to playing yourself was a Sanka commercial you wrote about in the memoir. You had a Sanka coffee commercial.
Yes. Well, you know what? When I went to the Yale School of Drama.
Yeah.
And we're trained for the theater.
Oh, right.
You see. And you probably don't do commercials, you see, because we're trained for the theater.
The theater.
But I made a living. I worked in front of a camera. I got to do plays for free in some church space that no one ever came to.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like Pence in the drugstore.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody was there. And then I finally did The Lords of Flatbush.
Yes.
With Sly Stallone. And went to California.
But then you went to California, but you were doing all of this stuff and you were acting because you were from the theater. But it was like the Sanka commercial was when it seemed like it was just you.
When I did commercials, I only did slices of life.
Okay.
I only did stuff that were like telling little stories.
Okay.
And that was one of them. I was on a date and she invited me in for a cup of Sanka. which was a decaf coffee at that time.
All right, well, you know what? We found that Sanka commercial, so we want to...
No, wait a minute. I have not seen this.
You have not seen it? Well, I want you to look at this, Rambo. I want you to look at Rambo's camera right here, and we're going to roll this Sanka commercial. Let's see what it looks like.
I had a lovely time tonight, Howie.
Oh, so did I, Sarah. We should do it again sometime. Well, it's getting late. I better be going.
Would you like to come in for a cup of coffee?
Oh, I'd love to. This is really a nice place, Sarah.
Thanks.
When everything seems to be going just right, there's nothing worse than a bitter cup of coffee. When we take out the caffeine, we take out a lot of the bitterness.
Sarah, why don't you show me around the place?
Well, I wouldn't want to wake my folks.
Your folks?
Henry, don't go anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
Because I want to talk to you.
I'm going to get over that. Can I just tell you that you just missed this audience rocking and rolling like you've never seen.
I know, Henry. A lot of people think that we manufacture this energy, but you can feel it. When
you feel it. It's palpable.
You feel it.
I mean, what is your name, sir?
Me, I'm Marco.
Marco just warmed up this audience that you literally do not need a sweater. Oh, my gosh.
See, and that's why you have to come back, Henry. We always... Okay.
Is that an invitation?
Is that a promise that you'll keep coming back? Okay. See, this is how stuff gets done.
If I didn't have to go to Boston...
Yes.
...to promote my book, because I have no pride... And I need you all to email everybody you know in America.
We will do that. We will do that. And we're going to keep talking about the stories in this book. I loved it. Okay, you're not just an iconic actor, Henry Winkler. You directed Dolly Parton.
I did.
You directed Dolly Parton in her first TV movie.
I did.
Okay, my love for Dolly Parton is like up there with you. Like, are you still friends with Dolly Parton?
You know what? We were connected by a man named Sandy Gallen, who unfortunately...
Sandy Gallen,
he died, yes. That's right, he died too soon. But the last time that Stacy and I and Dolly were together, we were at an Italian restaurant. And I want to tell you, for a woman that size, she could eat. There was not one dish that came that she didn't try. Oh, my God. And she is a brilliant woman.
Yes.
I mean, she just knows everything about everything.
Very generous, she is.
Oh, my generous and warm.
I want to ask you a question about Dolly, because you're still friends with her.
Yes.
We talked about it, because she says she does things by fax. Like, she doesn't answer her phone. She likes you to send a fax.
Yeah.
You are friends with her.
Yes.
You think you could fax Dolly? I know you got a fax machine.
You know what?
Henry.
I want to tell you something. I could fax her.
Okay.
I really could. I know how to do it.
Yes.
I have no idea how to get in touch with her.
That's the thing, because she only does faxes.
I'm not kidding. Or she doesn't want me to be in her life.
Well, I'm just saying you show me how to
Dolly,
get.
I want to tell you, please, you're just, oh my God.
Again, okay, this is what I also have to congratulate you on. Your 39th children's book, Detective Dove. Your 39th book.
Thank you.
Henry.
Lynn Oliver and I, now I want to tell you that Lynn Oliver and I have written the 39 books together, so I know what it's like to work with a partner.
Yeah.
So then I met Jim Kaplan, and I had flown him out to California twice. He sat in my living room. I talked to him for about 70 hours.
Yeah.
And then together we molded the book, and then gave it to my wife, who is my secret weapon.
Yes.
She edited the book. There were parts of it when I was writing about my parents, and she said, "You better pull back on that."
Oh, it was too much.
And if you think that's too much, you can only imagine what's out.
What's out? Well, you already told me you was naked in front of the mirror, and you was gonna dance like this.
But that was in my dressing room. That's not in the book. That's going to be. that's going to be in the soft cover. That's one of those stories I'm going to bring back.
Henry Winkler, my love and respect for you just grows by leaps and bounds. I want to say thank you so much for coming. You have an open invitation to come
And
back
I will take it.
anytime. Okay. Well, you know, Henry's children's book, Detective Duck, and his memoir, Being Henry, The Fonz and Beyond, they are in stores right now. Go and get it. Up next, the hilarious...
Can I just say one thing?
Absolutely.
Can I just say one thing? If reading is as difficult for you as it is for me, there are also pictures.
And we do like pictures.
I tried to think of everybody.
No, we love pictures. You can't do this without pictures, Henry. Yep, Henry, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for